Hi, this is a short video on how I could incorporate a virtual assistant or chatbot. Not just incorporate, but create, manage, and deploy a virtual assistant into 1Staff, into my website, into any environment really that suits the audience that you're trying to actually target, such as the candidate on a mobile device, such as, for instance, your own sales team. From within the app or from within other apps as well. So I'm going to quickly show you how I can do that. Here I am in Dynamics in 1Staff. This is just an example of a daily dashboard. And I'm going to use the Power Platform, which is the basis for Dynamics 365, to actually create this bot. And I'm going to just quickly show you how I did that. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my Microsoft Office home, and I'm going to open up Power Apps. Power Apps is where I've created and deployed my virtual assistant from. In fact, 1Staff is a Power App. And here you can see on my side menu, I've got chatbots, AI builders, and so on. And it can incorporate all these different elements from automation, flows, chatbots, AI, all within a single application. If I dig down to chatbots and I look at the list, I've created 3 examples here. I've got a candidate bot, an internal assistant, and a sales assistant. So I'm just going to zero in on the candidate bot that I created. So this is where I designed and deployed the candidate bot from. Created author topics. That's the trigger phrases and the dialogue that you want within the virtual assistant. Create as many of those topics as required, depending on your audience, depending on what you're trying to achieve. And then you can publish your bot. I'll show you how flexible that is, and then you can monitor performance, which is very powerful. So what I can do is just take you through those steps very quickly. Let's look at the topics. So I created these topics, one for a job application, one about branch hours, one looking for work, and there's a number of other standard topics which are, how do I greet someone? How do I escalate something? Do you want to talk to an agent? Ending conversations, goodbyes, start overs, and so on. And each topic can have trigger phrases. So here I've got 4, I would like to apply for a job, contact me about a job, I'd like to register my details. So I can create as many of these as possible. I just add them in here and add them, perfect. And then I create my dialogue. Just goes to the authoring canvas. And here we can quickly see I've got a trigger phrase. There you are, and those triggers will start with a question, and then I've got some conditional logic that takes me down various paths. For instance, in this particular case, hey, I have an existing application, well, let's take them straight to our portal where they can check on the status of that. Or for instance, if they don't, well, let's help them find work. And I've got some dialogue in here, and depending on different states, provides information on job roles and so on, whether they're a locum, allied health, travel nursing, and so on. And like I said, I created this very quickly. It wasn't hard. It wasn't too technical. And I can test it here. So let's just try, let's say, how do I apply for a job? Is this a new? Let's say it's new. And you can see it moving down this as I go. Which state am I seeking work in? Let's go California. And I'm after a job as a locum. And it's given me a link where I could go and navigate to our portal where all the different locum jobs are available. So I could follow that link. And it's saying, hey, I'm alerting our team of your interest in locums. What's your email? So let's just capture my email. And the next thing it's asking me for is a first name. And it's just asking me to confirm that. Do I want to continue? Let's say just yes. And it's alerting me that one of the agents will be in contact or in touch. And it's giving me the ability to measure customer satisfaction with that process. So let's just say that's good. And it says, thank you for the feedback, and can you help with anything else? Interestingly, that dialogue has also created a task in 1Staff. So if I just quickly go back to my dashboard, here's my timeline and tasks. You can see that as a result of that, it created a task in my queue, virtual assistant follow-up with Jonathan Marser, and so on. So that's been added to a queue. I could have created an appointment. There's any number of things I could have done. Like I said, very powerful automation process engine, which allows me to engage different applications